building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Welcome from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in Queens, New York. Game one of the National League Championship Series. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. And taking the ball for the Mets, Ty Rodriguez. What should we keep an eye on here? Rodriguez ready to go. Looking to set the tone right out of the gate.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to come out aggressive but composed as well. A clean first frame can settle the whole dugout.
And the series is underway.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Swings through that one for strike two. Swing and a miss, struck him out, one away. Rodriguez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And there's a ball.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Strike three, and that's two in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. And now the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. Popped up. Garcia under it. And there's 2 away. Game one of the NLCS. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Back there. Leaping, and he brought it back. What a play.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Second inning here, no score. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boog. Electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Tosses to first. That ends the frame. Game one of the National League Championship Series. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Flips the corner. Strike one.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Hot shot to third. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Here's the rookie right fielder.
That two-seam fastball is a great pitch from a right-hander to a right-handed batter. Just really teases the inside part of the plate, runs in on the hands.
Top of the third, no score. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights it off. He'll see another.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Got him swinging. So he picks up his sixth strikeout. Rodriguez back on the mound to face the heart of the order, Singy.
Yeah, and this is where you got to sharpen your focus, Boog. No freebies. Make quality pitches and trust your plan.
The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
That's out the corner. Nope,
well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout. Hey! This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Rooker in the box now. No balls and a strike. On the ground, right side. He'll do it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. That one ripped, and that's just foul. The 0-1. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Alvarez whips it in quickly. Runner holds it second, so another base hit could get us the first run of the game. Go ahead run on base. Bryce Eldridge up now for the Mets. Man at second. He's trying for third. In there for strike 3. Go to third. Out. And that will end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now. At this point, they'll take base runners any way they can get them, then hope it turns into something more, but this might end up being one of those games to forget.
Here's the 0-2. Got him. 2 away now.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
Oh.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and he just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the Game 1 of the NLCS. All set for the top of the 6th. Yordan Alvarez getting ready to hit.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Struck him out swinging. Now it doesn't strikeouts for him in this one.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Way out front for strike 2. The Cubs trailing by 3 here in Game 1 of the NLCS. Close but called a ball. And a count 1-2. Now it's the right fielder.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as the stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Out towards right center field. Pro Armstrong gets under it. And there's 2 down. Rodriguez back at it, facing the top of the order again. Never an easy task, but he's handled himself well so far.
Yeah, I agree, but nothing's automatic here, Boog. One mistake could flip this whole thing.
And that drops in for a strike. Triple digits on that last pitch. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Ball 1.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ball to strike. Line drive into the outfield for a knock, and the perfect game is no more. Now he'll turn for second. Soto gets it back in quickly, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. 1 out, runner at second. Brent Rooker will hit next. Late on that fastball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit. Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And there's a foul ball. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. And add another hit. That's number 17. What a game. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. Ready to begin the 8th. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. And that's fouled off.
Oh, you can't ask for a better start to this series if you're the home team. You've got the lead. Your starter's still on the mound. And there's a chance he finishes this thing.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Ball, outside.
The Mets leading by 3 here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2. Goes down looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
Alvarez in the box again. Takes the strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of the NLCS. Strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
The shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Chicago Cubs going up again. Now at the plate, Ty Rodriguez.
Really labored his last time out. 4+ innings, wasn't able to qualify for the win, but fortunately got a no decision and didn't take a loss. We'll see if he can get in the W column today.
Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! A shot to the opposite field, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Crushed, left center field. This one's deep, forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Well, he's living up to his power-hitting reputation today, Boone. A second homer just confirms what we already knew about his ability to hit the ball a long way.
Up next for the Mets, the designated hitter, Ty Rodriguez.
On a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. It's a double, 3rd hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind.
Runner breaks for 3rd. Base hit! Rodriguez coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. 1 gone, runner at first. Next is the designated hitter, Ty Rodriguez. 3 for 3. He's got a double and a pair of home runs. Rodriguez, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that's going to bang against the wall. Coming around third is Soto. The relay. Head first slide. Safe at the plate. And they extend their lead. One out, runner at second. Bryce Eldridge up now for the Mets. 0-1. He's trying for third. Ground ball right side. Low takes it himself. Play is made. 2 out. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 15-2. Second game of the NLCS. And now the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. That is upstairs for ball 1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy for them, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Throws to first in time. Well, Cindy, it wasn't pretty, but here's another look at the final line.
Yeah, Boog, this one wasn't close. Not a lot of drama at the end either, and you just don't see a lot of blowouts in the postseason.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Someone called a paramedic. Come on.
Starting on the mound in this one, Jack Flaherty. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Throws to first in time. That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going. So up next for New York, Bryce Eldridge. Quick toss to first. Rodriguez dives back in safely. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for one run, trying to apply some pressure, and that's
runner on the go again. On the ground.
Come on.
And that chance handled. The throw to first. That's the third out. It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. So now here's the Mets DH, Ty Rodriguez. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation. Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough.
Quick move to first, and he's back in there.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might...
Runner takes off. Line drive to short, and caught. Low steps on the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. One down. And now, Ty Rodriguez. High fly ball, right field. 2 down.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Our starter in this one, Chris Bubich. Singy, he's got a chance to do something pretty special here.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. 2 away now. Rodriguez has the ball to start this one.
Yeah, and the mission's clear. Get ahead and get in rhythm. Put in work early in the count, and suddenly the whole mound feels a little bit bigger.
Weber. And there's one down. Ellie De La Cruz, the next Cub to hit. The shortstop takes the ball. Rodriguez will challenge that pitch, thinking it's a strike. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. The 0-2.
Ball, that's upstairs. That's a ball.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him. That's out number 2.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
0-1.
Rooker with some impressive production lately. Swing and a miss. Caught him looking for the K. And 4th game of the NLCS. So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Finished him off by blowing it by him up high, but they did a really nice job of setting that pitch up. The plan of attack early on was to keep everything down around the knees, so that was a good call to change his eye level and run it by him for the
that's
K.
out.
Rodriguez, a 6'2 righty, 200 pounds. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. No score here in the 2nd. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. For Armstrong, not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. Connor Norton, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Pitcher thought that was a strike. He's going to challenge.
That's a ball.
There's a swing and a miss. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd.
The designated hitter, Rodriguez.
Soto, the runner at first with 2 gone. He gets there with the slide. For the second, and very nicely done for the out. Bottom of the inning. Here's Yordan Alvarez.
Hey, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Here's the 0-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
That clips the corner.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Number 3 stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
Ball, that's out.
And he'll challenge this call from the mound.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left side. Soto under it. And that is that. Rodriguez back on the mound. The margin is slim and the bats are big.
Yeah, this is a dangerous part of the lineup, Boog, but a little execution goes a long way.
Popped in the air, left side. Weber. And there's one away. De La Cruz working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. And there's a foul ball.
You know, these Cubs just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got him swinging.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
One of the best ways to attack good off-speed stuff is to try and go the other way with it. Let it get deep, let the ball travel. But I haven't seen that adjustment made so far, so we'll see if they can make it with the at-bats they have left.
set down on strikes. Some high cheese for strike 3.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Got him looking for the K. And he strikes out the side for the second time today. Back here at Wrigley Field, start of the 6th, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Ty Rodriguez. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that gets down into the gap. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2.
Got to love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
Rodriguez back on the mound, locked in a pitcher's duel. Both have been outstanding today, Singing.
Yeah, I love this kind of matchup, especially this late in the game. He's got to keep throwing up zeros. The standard has been set.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Nope. Ball 1.
The Cubs still looking for their first hit in this one. The next offering
inside,
misses.
ball 2.
And a count 2-1. Oh, he
That's
doesn't
ball
get the
3.
call. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And he adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. Now it's the right fielder. Flying to left his first time. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. Rodriguez back to work, 3rd time through the lineup, Singing.
Yeah, and this is where pitchers make their money, Boog. You got to stay sharp and mix it up here.
Fouled off. He was late. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. The 0-2. Got him looking. So he gets yet another strikeout. 16 so far.
Well, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher.
What a stop. And they get the out. Great play out there, and that keeps the perfect game alive. Rooker in the box again. Takes a strike. That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Rodriguez stepping in now. It's clutch time singing. Go-ahead run sitting out there begging to be driven in.
Yeah, it sounds easier said than done, but he's just got to lock in and trust the process. One clean swing could change this ball game.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. He's got it. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Rodriguez back to work now. They just handed him a cushion, Siggy.
Yeah, now's the time to throw up a zero, Boog. Momentum's a fragile thing. You want to keep your foot on the gas and just shut the door here.
Shut it! Late on that fastball.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Make it 18 strikeouts on the day.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Still a ways to go, but this is can't-miss stuff right now. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. That one in triple digits.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2. Got him swinging. The high heat too much on that one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's going to be Connor Norton. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side for the 4th time today. Rodriguez looking for the complete game. This crowd feels it. You know he wants the ball to finish this.
Yeah, Boog, you live for moments like these. Exciting for us as announcers as well. It's all about closing the door.
Young gets under it. 1 up, 1 down. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope he gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for him at this point. Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Struck him out swinging. Cubbies with only 1 out left.
Well, pretty big contrast in that at bat. First couple of pitches down in the zone, and those are competitive pitches, so you have to respect it as a hitter. And then with 2 strikes, ran that fastball by him up high, and there was just no catching up. They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
They're down to their final strike.
Ball 2.
Good eye in that spot.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
That one is hammered right field. Can't reach it, and the perfect game bid is over. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Man, this is heartbreaking, Boog. I mean, just heartbreaking.
So they turn to their closer, Alexis Villanueva.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest.